Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
As part of efforts to tackle 1.7 million acute malnutrition in the United Nations Children's Fund, Unicef, is set to partner with the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Nesg. The UNICEF representative in Nigeria, Cristian Munduate, disclosed this recently at the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the Nesg in Abuja. She said the condition of children is alarming as statistics have it that 1.7 million children risk death due to severe acute malnutrition. Hence, all stakeholders must be involved to avert the menace of health and socio-economic threats on children across the board. It was a gathering of experts poised with the responsibility of shaping the government's agenda towards investing positively in the welfare of children in Nigeria. The group believes the urgent decision is paramount addressing the poor living conditions, malnutrition, and out-of-school children, even as it tackles parents' economic meltdown to break the circle of poverty that has contributed negatively to the children's upkeep. Speaking further, Munduate stressed that the financial challenges of parents with a lack of quality lifestyle have brought severe health crises that could lead to death if an actionable policy is not taken urgently. She therefore called for door-to-door sensitization. Decisions and policies are targeted at the affected populace.
That 1.7 million children still suffer acute, severe malnutrition, meaning that they might die at any moment. And it's 1.7 million children. It's not 10,000, right? It's major figures. Major figures like 29 million children still live in households where there is no sanitation facility, so they practice open defecation. If we add up to these 29 million children, their families, it's almost 50 million people. Open defecation is a cause of cholera, polio, diarrheas, and many other issues that work and threatens children's life. So the situation is not about, improving minor improvements. The situation is critical. The conditions of the child and the children in the country demands a commitment from all of us to really make an impact. If we don't think on what else we can support to make, for example, the health system work better or the education system work better. How many teachers the country has? How many schools the country has? We need to support them for them to work better.
Earlier, the chairman of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Yusuf, noted that issues of children and their poor status have been greatly affected by their early childhood development, hence calling for effective policies and implementation ahead of the 2050 projection of hitting over 400 million population in the country.
Some of our children are multidimensionally poor, which means they lack good access to health, education, income, etc. And more than 50% of all of the children of all poor people also have poor early childhood development. And so if a child suffers and have negative growth or negative development at an early child, you are laying a not so good foundation for tomorrow. Children remains a vital part of the mandate of the Nesg to ensure that we create a country where everybody can share in the prosperity of that country. Many kids who are illiterate, many kids who are poor, many kids who are out of school. And so it's in our interest to invest and plant the seeds that will ensure that by 2050, when Nigeria will become the third most populous country. By 2050, when it's projected that we'll have a population well above 400 million. And by 2050, that population will have about 7% of that population being below the age of 35. The actions that we take today will guarantee us peace tomorrow.
They are confident that solutions are already in place to take all 10 million children out of the streets, hence emphasizing the need for partnership to ensure that not one single child is left behind. Vincent Okushi, QTV News, Abuja.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.